All right, folks, hello again. I'm meteorologist Tom Kavicka. I was with you earlier, and here's my little general update here for the evening hours outside of any possible warnings that could still be issued. We see gray skies, a gloomy day here in Alexandria Pineville. There has been a few intervals of sunshine, but the clouds have dominated. Looking over toward Gina, likewise, we see the layers of low clouds in that direction. Leesville on the opposite side of the metro. To the west, we go with 69 degrees, and clouds stay stubborn over there. All right, let's check out things as far as your radar is concerned. We kind of remain in a little bit of a break here in Cenla. We see one little batch of convection right down to the south of us, much more to the north of us, which is north of the warm cold front. And so as the upper level system out west continues to push energy aloft and lifting the atmosphere, you get more lift right out on the back side of the front than we're getting it in the front side, but it's warmer down in this direction. And we're also seeing some warnings there across southeast Texas for some severe thunderstorms. And so this is the most unstable part of the area right now. And some of that energy kind of lingers into South Louisiana and a little bit here in Cenla. So let's take a look at this little batch of showers and thunderstorms to the south of us here, and put this into motion for about an hour, and just kind of see this drifting northeast at about 30 miles an hour or something like that. You see this is still kind of hit and miss coverage, and nothing too big in that local area. Again, so far we're doing okay today. Satellite and radar showing the front attached to a surface low which has formed between Houston and Austin, and then that surface low in response to the energy that we see right back here in eastern New Mexico and western Texas. We are seeing that is forcing the development of the surface low along the frontal boundary, and as that moves east, the action will increase. Showers and thunderstorms will increase once again from the time I finish this on into the midnight hour. And so we're not through with the severe weather risk yet, but by Monday morning we are. So Monday 6 a.m. There's that upper low system which is off to the east of us. We'll be on the back side of it. We'll see a clearing trend, and then the next weather maker comes the middle of the week. We can track it across the desert southwest into the southern Rockies and the southern plains, right in there, as we see that proverbial wind shift that I talk about right there. And that is the next system that will affect us. And I think it could bring what looks like maybe a low end chance of rain and thunderstorms there for PM Wednesday into AM Thursday, centered on Wednesday night probably. And then a much bigger system takes shape here across the plains and all the way up into the Corn Belt and Minnesota. And we can kind of see that the line right here separating that northwesterly flow behind it and the southwesterly flow ahead of it. And so this upper level front, the Gulf will just be open big time for business. Probably be a system as it's looking right now. Now this is early, might be comparable to what we saw Fat Tuesday with strong wind ahead of it and behind it, something like that. Now I think the surface low track, depending on which model you believe, may go a little bit farther away from us than that one, but there's still going to be a big system for us to continue to watch, and we'll see what that one does. And we got it in the 7-day forecast though. So coming back and kind of stepping you through the rest of the evening hours between now and 11 p.m. Rain and some thunderstorms will be back on the increase. This is when we could still see a little window of severe weather open. By overnight, things begin to decrease, and by church time Sunday morning, we don't see a lot happening there. We'll see clouds though, and then throughout the day, off and on Sunday, we will see some hit and miss sprinkles and some hit and miss showers. Monday morning, back to work and school. No issues there. It looks like a sunny day on Monday. Beautiful day, beautiful start to next week. Severe outlook continues for today, a marginal risk. This is a category 1 out of 5 that the Storm Prediction Center uses to do that with. And that's the lowest category, but don't underestimate it. It can still produce. Here's your bar graph showing the relative strengths of the various threats. Flood threats virtually non-existent with this. Here's the overall threat, still in the limited category, limited in scope and severity. I don't see enhanced events with this. and the aerial coverage or number of severe storm reports that this would eventually produce doesn't look very high. Looks like a kind of a low number. So the wind and hail, the two main things, as it usually is. This time, hail. The environment seems a little bit more favorable for hail than the wind and tornado. There's a lot of shear, but the low-level wind field is fairly weak, and the instability is modest and mostly elevated. So that is not favorable conditions for a tornado, but there is, again, low-level shear, a difference in wind speed and direction as you go up in height. So you got to keep a mention of the tornadoes, even though it's a low chance. So through 3 a.m. Daylight savings time Sunday, I think that's about how long the threat will last. There's your pattern, that disturbance aloft, the surface cold front working through the area. Threat level 1 to 5, that's marginal. I also call that limited. Limiting factors would include the instability, as much of it will be elevated, and then the modest low-level shear environment that we have in place. The percentages from the Storm Prediction Center, hail and wind 5%, although I think hail will be a little bit more than that. And then tornado at 2%. So monitor your weather sources for the remainder of the evening and overnight, as we still see the potential. And if that happens, then I'll be on to bring it to you. All right, 7-day forecast in summarizing all this. I'll keep about 30% chance of rain going there for Sunday. Again, that would be hit and miss and off and on, sprinkle or a little shower or something like that behind the main system. Would meeting severe potential during that time frame on Sunday. It'll be a much cooler day with highs and temperatures staying pretty much in the 50s all day. And then Monday, chilly start, 42, 69 for a high, beautiful sunshine during the day, clear skies at night. Likewise on Tuesday, 41, warming up to 76. And then Wednesday, a little bump in the road with that second system I showed you, that there's a 20% I've got for Wednesday p.m. and 20% for Thursday a.m. And in between that, Wednesday night, I would go 30% chance of rain with that front coming in. Be very warm Wednesday, 77, even warmer on Thursday behind that front. So how can that be? I thought it's supposed to cool off behind fronts. Well, it usually does, but when the front is a dry line, then many times it doesn't. That dry air comes in and the atmosphere is able to heat up more efficiently. Be a very warm day Friday in advance of the next system. This is the big one that I showed you coming through during that time frame. So right now, I'm going to respect that with scattered thunderstorms for the Friday night and Saturday time frame right there, kind of a general time frame with that. And I'm already raising a little bit of a severe, I got a question mark with it. Storm Prediction Center has not come out with anything explicitly on it. Little predictability issues in their opinion. But the basic ingredients, a big system, the Gulf's opening up, lots of dynamics, vertical wind shear profile looks good. Yeah, at least severe with a question mark there. And they'll turn a little cooler maybe Saturday with a high of 72, but a very warm day Friday at 80 degrees. And that kind of, those warm temperatures fueling the updrafts, fueling the energy for the storms. All right, that's it for me. I think Nick's going to be able to be with you sometime tomorrow with a stream, and if not, then I'll be with you, or I may be with you in the evening again. But one thing's for sure, I'll be in the forecast center. So take care, and again, I'll keep you informed of any warnings that might be issued here later this evening or tonight. Take care, and thanks for your support for severe weather.